you appreciate the notion, it looks like to me from what I know about you, of understanding that you have to be prepared in order to maximize the possibilities of gifts, right?
Absolutely. And I believe, and I learned very young.
From parents?
From my parents, absolutely. That you don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall. And I think psychologically, the advantage that gives me over a lot of people that I have been in competition with in different situations is it's difficult to take the first step when you look how big the task is. The task is never huge to me. It's always one brick.
Me too. I mean, it is amazing how people are paralyzed from doing anything because they can't take the first step. Whereas you just say, look, all I'm doing is laying this one brick. I am not building the Great Wall of China here.
Absolutely.
I'm putting a brick here, and I'm going to have the best brick I can.
Michael Mann was the first person who illustrated what he called the curriculum for becoming Muhammad Ali. And I always knew that I could work hard enough. There wasn't an issue with discipline, or there wasn't an issue with the ability to sacrifice or the willingness to sacrifice. My issue was intellectual. I didn't see the road from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to Muhammad Ali. I didn't see how that could be done. And Michael Mann was the first person who really illustrated what the road was. And he broke it down into the physical, the mental and emotional, and spiritual. And he said the first step is the physical. And through the comprehension of Muhammad Ali's physical life, he said, we're going to eat what Muhammad Ali ate. We're going to run the distance that Muhammad Ali ran. We're going to train the way Muhammad Ali trained. We're going to spar the way Muhammad Ali sparred. And by we, he meant me. Me, of course. And he said,
Michael will be in the car.
He'll be in the car eating. No, but he said through the comprehension of the physical, it will naturally take you into the mental and emotional space that a fighter lives in. And through the comprehension of the mental and emotional, I would understand the next phase, which would be the spiritual necessity for his strength and convictions.
And but did you have to build up your own body a lot?
Yes, we trained for a year of physical training.
Before you started filming a
Before we started filming, before we ran one camera, we trained for a year.
Now, were you making other movies at this time? Or
no.
You were just focused on the training for a year.
For a year. We had 6 a.m. would be a 3-mile run. And then we'd go in at 11 into the boxing ring. We do technical boxing training, sparring, and then 5 p.m. we would go into the weight room and we do weightlifting. And
then you start the regimen of learning how to box.
That's it's much more difficult than it looks on television. it's so much more difficult.
What's challenging about it in terms of getting in the head of a boxer?
Well,
Because 30 minutes of this performance is in the ring.
Is in the ring, absolutely. I get the most difficult aspect is trying to fight like someone else, because we all have our natural instincts. If if a left hook is coming, some people want to duck, and you naturally have a reaction.
Ali does something like this.
Ali leans back. Some people naturally want to put their glove up. That's my natural reaction is this, going there. But you have to train yourself to react the way that Ali reacted.
And how did you do that?
So the first step was to just get in the ring. It's, it's the throw the baby in the pool, let him learn how to swim. My instructor, his name is Darryl Foster. He trained with Sugar Ray Leonard. And the first day we came in, he said, this is a fight camp. He said, nothing but fighters in this camp. All the actors can go home right now.
So wait a minute.
Okay, well, I guess I'll see y'all later then.
I'm out of here.
Okay, the actors is leaving. Okay, I'm going to go ahead home.